Good afternoon, Evolution family. Today is Wednesday, June 19th, 2024. It's a little bit after 3 p.m. Pacific time. I'm Jose Lambert of Archer Travel Service, and I want to welcome you to the Archer Travel Wednesday training. We have these trainings every Wednesday. They're for all the agents across all the markets in Mexico, Australia, New Zealand, and the United States. And this is a good one today, what we have. It's specializing, finding your travel niche, finding a product or a territory or something that you are excited about that you can become a specialist as, and then you become an expert and you just keep booking it and booking it and booking it, okay? So we're going to be talking about that. Hi, Amanda, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Well, first off, happy Juneteenth to everybody. I hope you're all having a wonderful day, having a day off in the middle of the week. That's kind of nice, during a hump day, that's really kind of nice. How was the Zoom webinar training with Monica for the Disney training?
Oh, it was great. I mean, Monica always does a great job. She even threw in some special giveaways at the end.
Well, there you go.
So she did a presentation for about 40 minutes. No, like 35 minutes. And then we did a Q&A for about 15 minutes. And we did the Disney trivia for about 10 minutes.
Okay, cool.
And we had 4 winners, so they're getting special prizes mailed to them.
Okay, great.
And yeah, do you want to see if you know the answer to the Disney trivia, Jose?
No. We got other stuff to talk about.
What? Okay.
We'll save it. You know what? No, we'll save that for Friday. We'll save that for the Friday morning briefing. How's that?
I'll just give you one. How about this?
All right.
Name Disney's first Pixar film.
Toy Story?
Yeah, you got it. See, I figured you would get that one, if any.
Okay. All right. So there. So, well, we'll deal with the other ones. But
Another day.
so I hope you guys. How are the numbers?
Great. We had, I think, a 190 there the whole time. So
Good.
really
And we're eventually going to put that in the travel cafe for you guys, for the people that couldn't go to it, because there's a lot of important information in there. Also, we're going to be updating you on Tropical Storm Alberto. We're going to get to that in a minute, but first I want to give you some couple Archer travel tips of the day. Okay, qualifying form a tool. Qualifying form is a tool. The travel agent checklist that's in your travel cafe, do not email that to the client. Do not do that. That you're cutting corners. If you cut corners, it's like if you're a chef, if you're a baker, right? If you cut corners baking a cake, what's going to happen to the cake? It ain't going to come out right because you cut corners. It's the same thing with a booking. So please don't do that. Sit down. Mike Archer says, sales is a relationship business. That's where it starts. It starts there where you sit down and qualify the client. So go back and do that. All cruise bookings must be reported to Group Cruise Coordinator Peggy H at archertravel.com, and just reach her there. That's the general phone number. But you guys, we're getting too many new agents going, I booked this. I booked 3 group cruises. Who's Peggy? So we don't know what you booked. We're getting too many of these new people that come in that I've never swam before in my life. Okay, just like that. And so what do? They go over to the deep end and they just jump in. And what happens if you never swam? If you don't know how to swim, you're going to start, right? So call us. Okay, let's go to the next slide. We just got this. This is hot off the Associated Press. I'm going to show you this. This was 20 minutes ago. This is from the NOAA map. This is what was tracking this morning. This is what they're saying going to be going into Thursday night. It's going to be going into Mexico specifically. Tropical Storm Alberto formed on Wednesday in the southwestern Gulf of Mexico, the first named storm of the season. Alberto, which is bringing strong winds, heavy rainfall, and some flooding along the coast of Texas and Mexico. As you can see, this is going to be going up throughout the entire next couple of days. The heavy rainfall and water is unusual, is the biggest story in the tropical storm, said the director of NOAA, Michael Brennan. The center of the storm is expected to reach northeastern coast of Mexico, south of the mouth of the Rio Grande by early Thursday. Can we go back to that? Go back. Yeah, let's go back to the other one. I'm going to get to that here in a minute. As you can see, it's going to be heading there. Brennan said the winds could gust up to 45 to 70. 45 to what? 75 miles per hour. That's what they're looking at for winds. As much as 5 inches to 10 inches of rain is expected along some areas along the Texas coast. So now, that's what's happening right now. Okay, now we'll go to real time. Now let's go to the Zoom Earth. We're showing you here in real time There it is. As you can see, like I said, they're tracking it in this way, but look at all this area in here, okay? We're talking Galveston, big time going to be affected if you got people going out on cruises. Houston going to be affected. Can we zoom in a little bit, Amanda, just to so they can see? Look, see this stuff in here. This is really bad, really torrential stuff, and that's what's bringing this along. So as you can see, there's San Antonio, there's Houston. It's going to be really affecting this whole area. So if you've got people flying out of here today or tomorrow or this evening, please be aware of it. Start monitoring the airports and the cancellations and delays, because there will be. There will be. Also, you know, if you got people that live in these areas, please get them to high ground. Don't be out driving in this. You know, Amanda, what's always dumb, always like when we get the first couple of hurricanes, you see that couple that's walking down by the beach holding each other's hand. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Right?
I seen one guy surf a hurricane
Yeah.
wave, and I was like, you're crazy. Like,
Yeah. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
What are you
It
doing?
not only puts the safety of you at risk, but any of like our first responders,
Exactly right.
firefighters, people that have to go help you because of that. So be
Yeah.
safe not only for yourself but for others.
Yeah, I mean, it just, yeah. So again, you guys, we will keep you aware of this. And let's zoom out a little bit, Amanda. Let's zoom out, because there's that other system out here. You see this? There's another place that they're tracking. So we're getting you guys ready for the hurricane season. You guys, this is zoomearth.com. Amanda puts this link in the comments room for you to have this tool. It's an important tool. This tool shows you weather in real time happening right now. So you really want to make sure that you have this, because that way you can check on all your client stuff and everything. Okay, so we talked about that. Wow, isn't that wild? I told you it was going to be a rough season, right? With the El Nino gone, we're now in La Nina weather pattern. So that's what's going to happen with that. All right, let's talk about this. Okay, specializing, finding your travel niche. Again, this this webinar training is for new agents, but agents that have been in the business a while. And let's say that you've been booking, sports trips and, cruises and all-inclusive resorts, and you've been all over the map. And you're booking a lot, and or a few, but you've done different things. But this is
Now you want to focus.
Now you want to focus, and the reason why is because they have found out, data that we found out is that once you start specializing in something, okay, it brings out more people to you, like if you're a Hawaii specialist, okay, and then you start attracting more suppliers to you because you're booking so much. And that's when you get the notice of a supplier that you're a specialist. Boy, that's your best friend. You're just going to make more business, more business, more business. Now, if you want a copy of this PowerPoint, all you need to do is email me at the end of the presentation, and I will give it to you, okay? So let's go to the next slide. I'm going to give you some information here. This is from a travel website that specializes in travel niche. Let's go to the next slide.
1 second.
Oh, is this slowing down today? We've been having some issues, gang.
Yeah, my bad. Hang on. You can go ahead and talk and I'll.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here, just, again, have a piece of paper, a pen, or a pencil ready. Niche travel is one of the few travel sectors that have maintained their pre-COVID market growth. By catering to specific traveler segments, niche travel developed products around adventure travel, ecotourism, LGBTQ, wellness retreats, solo travelers, etc. In 2021, it reached $288 billion in size, and it is projected to reach $2.824 billion by 2030. That's just niche travel. This is specialized travel, okay? The other niche travel subsectors follow similar growth and expansion trends. So this is why I'm saying what you want to learn here is this, okay? And let's say, I don't know which niche I want to do, Jose. That's fine. That's fine. I'm going to show you how you can find out, how you can find this. But like I said, you want to learn how to get this, okay? And why do you want to have it? Because first off, you want to be an expert at it. If you have expertise level in, the trainings, and I'll show you an example. You guys do a lot of cruises. CLIA has some great classes, and I know a lot of you are cruise specialists. You guys know the cruise lines like the back of your hands, and you know how to work it really well. And you develop a reputation for that, and it starts getting around in your community that you're this great cruise coordinator, blah, 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 blah. and that you're, CLIA certified and all that, that's your niche. Okay? Now, that doesn't mean that you have to stay in that niche, but that's when people know he's an expert or she's an expert at that. I will go and talk to them. And as you start building those big groups and you get the attention of the supplier vendor, that they call you, like on Angel from Holland America, or let's say it's Dave of Exotica going, oh my gosh, Jose, you big 30 people, they will notice that and they will start working with you and add more commission for you because you're bringing them more business. See, so it's a win-win all the way. Now, I'm not saying that's guaranteed, but sometimes they do that, because you brought them so much business and you keep bringing that to them as a reward. They're going to go, well, we're going to give you this or that. Okay? All right, let's go to the next slide. So, with that being said, let's go at the very simple. What is travel niche? What is a travel niche? When the travel agent professional specializes in a specific travel tourism or cruise products and markets these products to a specific group or client. So it can be areas. I'm a Mexico specialist. I'm a Hawaii specialist. Amanda, look at the birds above my head. Let's get those out of here.
I know, you're enjoying Paris.
I'm enjoying Paris. I'm in Paris. Okay, so you're a Paris specialist, or a France specialist, or European Union specialist, a UK specialist. Okay, you can do that. You can also do specialized in regards to suppliers and vendors. I'm a Trafalgar specialist. I'm a Cosmos specialist. I'm a Kontiki specialist. I'm a cruise specialist. I specialize in Princess Cruises, Carnival, Royal Caribbean. You can go all the way you want. Families, tourism. I mean, we're going to show you that in a minute, okay? All right, let's go to the next slide. Why have a travel niche? Focusing on a specific type of travel niche or destination will allow you to become a true expert and help you find clients that are eager for your guidance. Whether you're looking to venture into a new market or just starting out, here are a few questions and ideas to get you thinking, okay? So here are some ideas to get you thinking. All right, let's go to the next slide. Why niche travel? Economic reality. Special interest travel is profitable when you are specific. Okay, solo travelers, LGBTQ, family reunion, I mean, it goes on and on. Okay, better chances for higher commissions and bonuses.
Group travel.
Group travel, there you go. Personal reality, value, the travel business status, expert reputation, suppliers seek you out. The suppliers start seeking you out. You guys know Randy Rao. A lot of you know him. He seeks you out because you do so much booking with him. Okay, that's what they do. Drew Santiago knows a lot of you people. They do. Joe Langley, another one who's going out there and she's seeking you guys out because you book so much with them. So, and that's great. That will help you when they have a special deal or something or a bonus for you to get this, to get that. Okay? All right, let's go to the next slide. What are you passionate about? It's much easier to build a flourishing career if you're excited about what you do. Compile a list of your travel experiences, hobbies, interests, and favorite destinations to get your brain going. Like, for example, when I got into the business, I wasn't really into the cruises. I was into the more all-inclusive resorts. I liked that better, okay? And I really worked hard at that. There were two things that I liked. I liked that, and I liked AMO Waterways. So one of the very first things that I did was I became an AMO Waterways specialist because I loved their product. And I thought their product is just so absolutely stunningly beautiful that I go, I want to be on that river cruise. That's what you got to say. Whatever you want to go do, I'm not a big Disney guy. I'm not. I'm not because I was bachelor. I don't know a lot of families. I mostly pick, couples and friends and, church people and stuff, but I just don't know a lot of small families that have kids. I don't. So I don't book a lot of Disney. But so I'm not really into that. But the all-inclusive resorts in Mexico, the Caribbean, Hawaii, I started doing some more Hawaii stuff, and AMO Waterways, because I loved AMO Waterways. So do what you love. If you're excited about a product, of one of the travel products that we have, like, one of my favorite all-inclusive resorts is Breathless. If you don't know it, they're pretty hip and happening. They're in the AI, what is it? Yeah. AM Resorts. I'm sorry, it's Wednesday. AM Resorts, which is booked out of Vax ALG Group. I love them, and I love their product. And that way you get to know it. And if you show that passion, you know, it's easy. They'll just go, yeah. They believe you because they know you. They know you, and they rely on your knowledge of that product. So you really want to get to do that. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Who are your clients? Like I just said, I didn't have a lot of clients that were young families, you know, like with kids that are, you know, 5, 7, and 8. Does your niche appeal to a certain age range or personality? Are you working with couples or families, church or school groups, solo male or female travelers? I mean, and the list can go on and on and on. But you have to figure this out. And this is something that you should find out right away. You don't need a niche to find this. If you're a new agent and you're like, who are your clients? Write this. Who are your clients? And you go, I don't have any clients yet. Well, yeah, you do. What do you mean, Jose? Well, you're out here living on the planet. You are associating with somebody every day. You're speaking to people. And those people are potential clients. What do you mean? Well, the grocery clerk, the dry cleaning person, you know, the mail carrier, you know, your mechanic, your doctor. It goes on and on and on and on. Your wife, do you have a family? Does she go to PTA? Do you go to church? It builds. You know, the neighborhood, you know, get together that we have, the Johnsons, the Millers, we went to their party, the Millers had a barbecue. They were all over there. Potential clients, find out who they are. And then you start marketing to them, talking to them about the cruises, talking to them about, you know, and become a specialist. Okay? Church or school groups, etc. All right, let's go to the next slide. But find out who your clients are. All right. When and how often will your clients travel? If you build a solid customer base that returns to you year after year is important to you, then maybe honeymoon travel shouldn't be your specialist. If you really want to build a business around ski travel, be prepared to have a busy season and then be prepared for a really, really slow season. Again,
unless they're international travelers, because then they could go to the other side of the world.
Well, that's true. They can go down to Argentina or Argentina and South America. Peru, Chile, and down there. They have skiing in the summer down there. But this is, again, a niche of, you know, ski travel, winter ski travel in the United States. Very lucrative. I mean, you know, anything in Colorado. I mean, Aspen, Vail, what's another one? There's
Jackson Hole,
Wyoming. Jackson Hole, Wyoming. There's
Mammoth, California.
Yeah,
Lake Tahoe.
There's so many. And that's very, very lucrative. Those aren't, you know, well, they're not cheap to go. How much is a lift ticket nowadays, Amanda? Like
they're so expensive. Even at the little small resort near my house, I think it's like 50 to 75. So I think half days like 50, a full day's like 75.
I hear it's more than that. I think
resort. It's like going to a theme park. If you go to like a big one, they can be 100 plus easy a day.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
150, 200.
Yeah, that's crazy. Just for the day to get you up there on the hill. That's crazy.
And most people will book for multiple days because they don't just want to go for one day. Because it's not just a drive there, it's a vacation.
Yeah, that's crazy. All right, let's go to the next slide. Okay, niche markets to consider. These are just a handful of suggestions. Okay, suggestions. Adventure travel. Disney Adventures, that'd be a good one. Nat Geo, right? Disney also does Nat Geo now. So that's also a good one, but that's a good one. Wildlife, eco tours, religious tours. There's so many. Destination weddings, sports, entertainment tours. I mean, you guys are starting to book that. Somebody was talking about that they were working together for a Super Bowl cruise. Some agents got together to work on a group, so that's really great. Bachelor and bachelorette, multi-generational reunion stuff. This is good, but not necessarily reunion stuff as much as like the grandparents, their kids, and their kids. That's not a reunion, that's multi-generational. So that's a really good thing to do too. LGBTQ, educational tours, luxury travel tours. Oh, I was seeing some yesterday. I was messing around on the internet and I was looking at some luxury train rides out of Spain. For my destination specialist thing that we're doing tomorrow. And, Amanda, they have these night trains that go, oh my God, it's like 5 nights. It was like $4,000 per person, and it's the cuisine and everything and these trains are just beautiful.
People are willing to do it.
Yeah, because
They're signing up for it.
yeah, and it's an incredible experience. So that was a luxury travel tour. Health and wellness, that's being really, really big. And also travel with pets and animals. This is also a big one,
That's new.
Well, yeah, but this is, and you know what? You see this a lot now when you go to the airport. You see a lot of animals. You see a lot of pets and a lot of cats and dogs and things like that. But all of this is, I know one agent that's all she would do. She was a pet owner, and that's all she did was because I guess she had a good friend of hers that owned a veterinarian place, and she did the travel for all of the dogs and their families. Families and their dogs, rather, to all these places, because this is really specialized. They know where the hotels are pet friendly and how to get them there and stuff. So that's a whole nother travel niche there on that. So let's go to the next slide. Which reminds me, I always think about, Amanda, out here they have Santa Anita, right?
Yeah, the horse racing.
Okay, now those horses, the thoroughbred horses, right? They go from like I always kind of wonder, like, how do they move the horses from, the Kentucky Derby to the Belmont Stakes? To the
trailer.
Yeah, some of them do, but they also fly them.
Oh.
Yeah, they fly them across country on the big planes. And there's certain planes that they have made specifically for these thoroughbred horses because they're worth millions of dollars. And they have their trainer goes with them and their medical and all that because they're rock stars, and they have them like in the big old, that you don't see them, but they get them up there and they fly away. And yeah, so that's another thing too. Land niche markets to consider. You can be a specialist with any of this, anywhere on the world. Hawaii, that's a given. Mexico, Jamaica, Bahamas, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, Australia, New Zealand, USA, United Kingdom specialists, Italy, France, Spain. All of these have tourism boards. All of these have some sort of program that you can take to become a specialist for this market and really know it well. And so that someone comes and has a question, and you see this starts getting around. Like if you're a Hawaii expert, and people know in your area where you live, you have a travel agency, you have a business. Yeah, but he's a Hawaii expert. He just booked the Johnsons. They went to Maui for 3 weeks. Oh, really? He's an expert? Well, we always wanted to go to the Big Island. Well, call him, talk to him. He knows about it. It gets around that you're an expert at this, and that means they'll call you more and rely on your knowledge a lot more than the new agent that's down the street that doesn't know anything. Okay? So there you go. Let's go. Passion. What's your niche? What is it? Okay, I don't know, Jose. I don't know what it is. Okay, let's go to the next slide. I don't know what I want to do, Jose. I just don't know. Well, okay, that's fine. There's no reason to that. Here's the thing. Amanda's going to put this link in this in the comments room. And this link is going to put you into a place where they're going to ask you some questions. And they're going to help you find your travel niche. As soon as we can get to the next slide. There, find your niche. Ouch. Not my itch, your niche. Okay, let's go to the next slide. How to find your niche. Amanda, can you put this link in, no, go backward. Can you put this link in the in the comments room, please? Okay. And go there and just ask answer the question, step-by-step guide on how to find a travel niche, and it'll point you in the right direction on where you should be going. Okay. And then once you start doing that, so if it says you should be Hawaii destination, or you should be a cruise, or you could be, whatever, all inclusive, follow it, and it'll help you. Believe you guys, I'm telling you, this will really help your business. It will. And if you like it, like me, I love trains. I used to love Rail Europe. That was another big product I love. I love Rail Europe. If you guys don't know what Rail Europe is, they're the broker in North America for selling rail in Europe. And they do everything, and it's just exceptional. Because I like trains, and I used to know the rep and everybody, and I used to just love it. And I used to book a lot of it. And once you start getting to know it, and people go, oh yeah, he knows about the trains in Europe. See what I mean? The word gets out that you're an expert at that. So again, hostagencyreviews.com/find a travel niche, and Amanda will have those things. That link in the comments room. Okay, let's go to the next slide. So go find your travel niche. Go find it. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Travel is as much as a passion as ambition or love. Travel is as much a passion as ambition or love. And I know you guys have the passion for it. Now you just got to direct it in the thing where you want to be, where you want to be.
I want to change that quote, Jose. How about travel niche? Your travel niche. Your travel niche is as much a passion as ambition or love.
Oh, there you go. Way to go. We'll have Nicole fix this for the next time we do it. Your travel niche is as much a passion as ambition or love.
Because if you're not passionate about it, there's no point of it being
Right.
your travel niche.
Right. There's nothing, it's like, and I know some people that are really excited about cruises, and I know some people that they're like, I'm bored on a cruise. It depends on what your passion is, and that's going to help your business spark it up.
What's your passion, Jose?
Never mind. I'll get in trouble.
All-inclusive resort?
Wine, women, and song. That's enough.
No, I meant as your travel
Oh
niche.
well, I had several when I was in the business when I was an agent. Rail Europe was one. The all-inclusive resort. I wasn't a cruise guy, and I wasn't until I got into Archer Travel. You know what? I've been with Archer Travel 9 years now. Okay, when I got into Archer Travel, that's when I started working a lot with Marie and I don't know, for some reason, and then working with you guys, it was just such cruise driven that I ended up doing a lot of cruises, and I really like that market now, and I really like the ships, and they're just beautiful, and that's been a lot of fun. But Rail, I love Europe Rail Europe is I just think it's it's incredible that stuff. I mean, I was looking at some of these. They had the train, the Renfe train from Spain. Oh. Go look at those. The luxury train rides. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Gorgeous. Oh, just gorgeous. 5-star Michelin. And you go to all these places and I'm just like, man, that would be sweet. And you're just going through the mountains. Yeah, it's just incredible. All right.
Like something you think sweet, I might not think is sweet. And so that's why you really need to be passionate about your travel niche. Because then your clients will be passionate about it. You'll have more knowledge on it. It's just a win-win.
Right.
So we have a question for you, Jose. I want to cater to people with disabilities and limited mobility. How can I find resources? I listened to a disability Zoom, but is there any other places that you can aid me with?
Okay, that's called special needs. Okay, okay, just so you know what that term is in the travel industry. That's called special needs. Okay, these are people with wheelchair, oxygen, need dialysis, need special care for their travel. Now, there really isn't a training niche for it. I used to do one first couple of years on, and I should bring one back. You know who really does some really good training on that is Patrice Abel Vance. She's
that's probably the Zoom she went to.
Yeah, the Founders Council, and she does, and we should do a training on that. We haven't done a training on that in a long time. And basically, the trick to that is this. The supplier, vendor, or cruise line needs to know if that, whatever special need it is. There's nothing worse than the nightmare of, here we have the family reunion, right? And nobody's seen each other in 20 years. And they've decided to go on this Carnival cruise. So it's the Monday morning of the Carnival cruise, and here they go, oh my goodness, here comes Uncle Bob and Aunt Mary. I didn't know Aunt Mary's in a wheelchair now, and you haven't told the cruise line. Oh, that can be really stressful. Because you guys know what it is traveling around on a cruise line, on board and the decks and everything, getting Aunt Mary to that room. Because they have special handicapped rooms specifically for people in wheelchairs, specifically for people with dialysis and oxygen and all that stuff, that they need that. So it's just basically they need to know that. Now, there is some things, again, when you take that to Europe, you have to be very careful there. In Europe, it's not like in the United States. In the United States, the handicap law is a federal law, so all commercial buildings should have handicap accessible, entrances and exits. In Europe, it's not like that. So you have to
be. It's going to be harder to find
that
in Europe, but easier to find it in the United States tours.
And now on the big cities and the big museums, yes, they have that. But in the smaller cities And you know, the little quaint little places, that might be a little bit more difficult. So you have to be really working hand in hand with that. Now, it's always really, if you're working with a supplier, let's say that you're working with Europe Express or Avanti Destinations or Cedar World Tour, they know how to handle that. Those guys are experts at that. They really know how to handle it. They, you know, Avanti Destinations, they have their own specialist that deals with special needs. They already know what hotels have those rooms. So again, rely on those suppliers and vendors. But you know what, you're right. We should do more of a training on that, just to go through the basics of what, you know, how you book special needs travel. And we haven't done that in, you know, 3 or 4 years. So thank you. I'll make a note about that. Okay? I hope I answered your question. Did I, Amanda?
Yeah, I think so. I think that helps. So
Kind of went all over the
it would
place.
be really up to them to go to the supplier website to see what's offered, but it is harder to find it internationally.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so just be aware. So you'd have to work with a specific vendor and whatnot.
Yeah,
And
as long as they know, and that goes,
some
and
of
that,
our vendors don't.
and that also goes for the cruise lines. You know, that goes for the cruise lines. They will work with you. They just need to know. They need to know. There's nothing worse, like I said, than the day of the cruise and, oh no, you know, we got to
And
put.
some ships, like when people ask for specific disabilities or special needs, some ships they're not able to accommodate some needs. So that's why it really needs to be discussed ahead of
Right,
time.
right. Now the big ones pretty much can. I mean, they can handle, you know, people in wheelchair, oxygen, dialysis. With dialysis, they set that up if they need to do, you know, hook up to the machine and all that. They can work that with the what do you call that? Where the doctor is on the ship. I forget what it's called, down in, I was going to say the lab, but you know, they have their own little infirmary down there, sick bay, that's what it's called, sick bay. In sick bay, they have that equipment to help you with dialysis and things like that. Sometimes clients bring their own dialysis machine that they can work with, but you coordinate that with the cruise line and they will accommodate you. They really will. You will have no issues with that. All right, any other questions?
I think that's it. Thanks, Jose.
Okay, so tomorrow, all right, and I showed Susie what we're doing tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a little bit special in Destination Specialist. We're going to be sitting down, Amanda. We're going to be sitting down tomorrow, Susie and I.
What?
Yeah, because we're going to show you my trip to Spain. And I got some photos, I got some maps I'm going to show you, and I'm going to show you this beautiful video of Salamanca, which is going to rock, it's going to blow your brains out. You're just going to go, wow. Yeah, it's because I showed it to Susie and she went, oh my God. Susie was like, and so, yeah, it's going to be something. I'm going to show you. So we've gotten all that together. I'm sorry it's taken a little bit of a while, but I got back and we had to go to the awards and had to do all this stuff. And you know, but I got maps. I'm going to show you the itineraries. I'm going to show you exactly where I went in Spain, and I'm going to show you photos of it. And it's pretty cool. I think you'll like it. And it's a good thing idea because I'm going to turn you. You know, it's funny what I discovered, and I'm going to just talk to Susie about this tomorrow. Is, you know, you guys, everybody thinks Spain is very, very expensive, and it is. It is if you go to the big cities. If you go to Rome in Italy, Rome and Venice, Paris, London, those are really expensive cities. Madrid, Athens, you know, Berlin, the capitals. Those are expensive. But once you get outside of those cities, it's just like, Amanda, you used to live in Los Angeles, right?
Yeah.
Right?
yes, I
Okay.
did.
Expensive town. But if you drive 2 hours north to Bakersfield, isn't it a lot cheaper to live up there than it is here?
Oh yeah.
Okay, it's the same idea. And you can find
It's
some.
always more expensive. Even like cities always more expensive than other places usually.
Yeah, cities.
Unless it's like unless it's a ski area usually or mountains, then sometimes that can be more expensive.
Right. So, but we're going to talk about all about that tomorrow. So, all right, everybody. I'm Jose Lambert of Archer Travel Service. If you need anything, please don't hesitate to contact us. Here's all the contact information. Again, if you want a copy of this PowerPoint, all you need to do is email me right there, and I'll send it out to you. Have a great night, everybody. See you tomorrow. Bye.